Guys, it's episode 30 of the Fake Fans podcast. I saw Emily perk up immediately when I do that. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get into streamer mode.
Streamer mode?
Uh-huh.
That's your streamer mode?
Are you more entertaining during streamer mode?
Yeah, it's like, okay, some people meet me, like when I meet someone, sometimes I'll automatically go from like talking like this to being like, yo, what's up, guys? How's everyone? Like, it's like instant.
That sounds fake.
That sounds fake.
It's a little fuck. Yeah, it is. It's a little fake.
Oh
This is our
God.
special guest, Emily Wang. She is a pretty long-time streamer, specializes in TFT.
And Pokemon cards.
And has and owns a Pokemon store right now.
I've spent some amount of money on this store, and I haven't gotten any of those cards yet.
Might be a scam. She just started it, and there's no auditing yet.
You know, I've actually spent a lot of money on cards across all our friend groups. Like, I bought cards from Toast as well. I bought cards from you. I haven't gotten a single fucking card yet.
Who's the
Not a
biggest
single
scammer?
one. You guys are about the same level of scam.
Me and Toast.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen 0 cards from you, 0 cards from Toast. So technically, you guys are equally scamming.
Who did you spend more money on?
About the same.
Okay, guess we are the same.
Guys are the same.
We are the same.
Funny enough, Emily is staying in Toast's room right now, which is essentially a refurbished card store. And she has become Toast in my household because Toast is away with family right now in a foreign land. So I have Emily now to replace. Oh, but people don't know. I don't know why I pointed there. Emily used to be a lawyer. As unbelievable as that sounds, she currently does 10 hours of TFT streaming and then rages at that. But she used to work at a law firm for 80 hours a week.
Sometimes 80. I mean, sometimes it was like 50. Sometimes it can be closer to like 100. It just really depends.
Okay, how do you physically work 100 hours a week? Like, when you're doing, what does doing law even mean at a law firm?
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing?
I was in litigation. So that's like where you go to court and you actually like fight cases versus each other. So in like big law firms, there's generally 2 sectors you can be in. One is litigation, where you fight at court, and one is like just like contracts, corporate stuff like that. So when it's like litigation, your hours are like a lot more unpredictable. And, in your first few years, your main tasks are actually to just like look through just thousands, tens of thousands of documents.
You're like a paralegal, right? Basically.
Kind of.
You're like an assistant.
Yeah, you're not like given a lot of important jobs because they don't trust you.
Oh, you're like an intern.
Yeah, you're kind of like an intern, but you're still paid well, which is good.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what I did for like the first year-ish. And then you start slowly getting more responsibilities. Like, you can write some stuff. You can write some memos. You can do some expert witness testimonies. You can... Why did you just laugh, Scarra?
Sorry. That just like reminded me of like the first step to being like a sushi chef is you have to like wash the rice for like 5 years.
Yeah, something like that.
But at least you get paid really well.
You do. So there's... everyone
Like how
kinda,
much?
So, I don't know about the rates right now, but when I was a lawyer, like 6 years ago, when I started, every first year made 180K plus around, I think, anywhere between 20 to 50K bonus at the end of the year.
And doing like getting coffee and shit. Like,
No, you're not actually getting coffee. Like your jobs are kind of like to read a lot of documents, take notes at meetings, just basically do whatever like the partners tell you to do.
were your notes read or did you take notes?
No, I have to tell you guys a story about the one time I got in really big trouble for no reason. So there was this partner, and partners at law firms are like the people that like kind of own the law firm. So they have a lot of power. And we were all in a meeting. It was my turn to take notes. And it was like an hour and a half meeting. I took probably like 5 to 10 pages of notes, right? And this partner, I mean, she was only 40, but like because she just kind of sat down all day and she like didn't move, she was like really, really large, and she had hip problems.
Okay.
So all her hip cartilage was gone.
Oh.
So like whenever she walked, it would be really, really painful, and she actually ended up getting surgery like early 40s to get her hip cartilage like something
That's
replaced or something
crazy.
like that.
Okay.
It
I
was
didn't know that was
really
a
crazy.
thing. I didn't even
Yeah.
know your hip had cartilage.
Yeah.
I didn't know either until I met her.
I thought gamers were the people with the most hip problems because we are. But it's really weird to hear that about her.
Because she always just sits all day too.
Okay.
So it's like kind of the same. So she's just a really angry person. And she called me out of the blue and she's like, started yelling, like screaming, like, why did you only take 1 page of notes for this 1.5 hour meeting? You're so bad at your work, blah, blah, blah. Like just like screaming at me for like 10 minutes. I couldn't even get a word in and at this time I was pulling open my notes because they're all in like the system online. And I was like, wait, this is like 5 to 10 pages and like everything is done. I like started explaining that to her and she was like, oh, okay. And then she hung up and she's like, oh, my printer only printed one page. Like, I mean, like this stuff just happens and they're called like screamers or yellers. I mean, there's not that many of them per law firm, I would say, but it's kind of like,
oh, they have
scary.
a term for them?
Yeah, they're called
It sounds like the last, like Left 4 Dead, where you could like call the zombies like the bloaters and the scream. So you guys have screamers.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
It's sound okay. That is did you leave because of her?
No, I left because I hated everything about my life. Like I was so desperate at the end. Like you have no idea. I was like trying to leave the law firm and I was like thinking to myself, what am I trained for?
Sorry, if I make faces, Peepo is biting my leg.
Oh.
But I'm also horrified at your story.
Yeah,
I can't believe they treated you that way. That's crazy.
That's
I don't think I was treated like too badly. Most of the times it was okay. But yeah, so I was like trying to leave towards the end. And then I realized I was trained for nothing but law. So I started applying to some weird jobs. And then eventually I got out. Yeah.
Wait, what weird jobs?
yeah. What weird jobs?
So I applied, 1, to be a flight attendant, 2, to be a news reporter.
Ooh.
And I think I was so desperate. I even sent some applications to like fast food restaurants and I got rejected at all of them.
Oh, they reject at
Like,
a fast food
Yes,
restaurant?
at like McDonald's, they don't want you. Or they didn't want me.
Did you do like an in-person interview?
No, I just
or
submitted an application. They're like,
Did you
denied.
submit it correctly?
I think so. I mean, can you submit those things wrong?
Wait, okay.
Well, I mean, I've never heard someone who worked at law being rejected from McDonald's.
Wait, did you put on your resume that you worked at a law firm?
Or they like ask for your highest education.
Oh,
Which I'm.
wait, I low-key think that they rejected you because you had too high of an education.
Yeah, they're like, no, you wouldn't stay.
Well, not only
Or
that,
like
it's
something
because
like that.
I actually have talked to people who like managed like customer service jobs before, and the higher education people will sometimes act very this is like below my station to do this task and shit like that. And they actually wanted people that were like more down to earth and not really gonna like cause too much trouble when asked to like, I don't know, wash the dishes or take out the trash.
I get that.
So like I kind of get it. You were too smart.
Yeah.
That was your problem.
That's why I didn't get a
Wait,
job
now
at
that I'm saying
McDonald's.
people who work these jobs are stupid. Let's just hold on. I'm about to get canceled.
I was
You
gonna
actually
say
are.
what the heck, but I have talked to you about your job before, a little bit before. What was your company doing? What was your law firm doing?
Okay, it was pretty bad because when I got in, I actually didn't know they were doing this because they told me they were mostly like representing the good guys, right?
That's what they always say. Wait, the fact that they had to say, yeah, we're representing the good guys, is that not like a little bit sus?
No, because I asked them. I was like, do you guys represent mainly the generic pharmaceutical companies or like, the bad ones? And they're like, oh, like, about 50-50, but I would say more so the generics. When I got in, 0%. I worked on like 0% for the generics. And I worked in antitrust litigation. And like what they would basically do is like, they would just try to keep the prices of drugs high. And like everything they were doing was like skittering on like illegality. I'm not a terrible person, guys. I didn't do this for that long. Just saying. Please,
You
please
were
don't
part
hate
of
me.
an evil law firm. That is crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. Or like the group was a little evil.
A little bit. That's
You know what was crazy though? When I talked to Cutie
yeah.
about some of the stuff I did, he's like, well, Emily, it's a slippery slope. If you want to keep like the prices low, I mean, what else can the government reach into?
Cutie Pie I have to explain this. I'm a Cutie Pie who's an ex-teammate of mine. One of the funniest motherfuckers I know. I don't trust his policy or his opinions on the political state of the country.
Yeah.
A little bit. But he's really funny. He's really good at League too.
Are you guys the bad guys? I'm starting to think that
No.
maybe...
She's the bad guy, and then she turned to TFT.
So she's even worse.
Well, TFT is actually, now that I've experienced a lot of other games, I think TFT is pretty good. Like today, I woke up, we queued a Marvel Rivals game as a 4-man. We had a mantis named Emily in Paris. Literally typed shit to our teammates the entirety of the 15-minute game. It was first Danny, I think, or whoever was on Magic. I think it was Danny. And Danny's not even bad. She's just like, wow, this Magic got on top of me. Why didn't you do anything? And like talk shit to him for like 10 minutes. And then it was me. I did an alt like when he ulted, but I was like, why am I supposed to ult as Invisible Woman when like Mantis ulted? And he yelled at me for like 5 minutes about how I did an Invisible Woman ult. And then after this whole thing, like it was just this one person typing so much. And I was just like, wow, it's so good. I play TFT and I don't have people like this in there because I would actually want to die.
TFT is a single player game. Also,
I love single player games.
Sorry, we were a little distracted because the cat ended up jumping on our cameraman, Felix, over there, literally on top of his shoulder.
Sorry, people's going a little buck wild right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of cats in here. It's so funny because Emily arrived with a little bit of lint, and then she asked for a lint roller, and by the time she got it, she had so much more hair on herself after sitting down. It just happens with a house of cats.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't actually realize how many cats 4 cats was. Like, because I'm like used to it now, but now like when I tell people I have 4 cats,
It's a lot of cats.
they're just like, you have 4 cats? I'm like, is that a crazy amount of cats? Okay, what is a crazy amount of cats?
I think like 6 plus actually. 4 I don't think is that crazy.
What?
I actually don't think 4 is like super crazy. I mean, but I have a lot of pets. I have 2 dogs and a cat.
You have 2 dogs and a cat?
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty close to just 4 cats.
Wait,
I mean,
do
honestly,
you take care of it by yourself?
yeah. But I mean, my dogs are like easy. Like they're really chill when I stream, as long as I don't stream like 12 hours.
Well, what breed are your dogs?
A golden doodle and an Aussie.
An Aussie is chill?
Well, the Aussie, okay, gave me a really hard time like the first couple years, but now he's like actually really chill.
It's I was telling her, I think it's really funny. I live with Sydney, another streamer, and she treats her dogs like royalty. 3 hours minimum every single day she hangs out and plays with her dogs. Italian greyhounds. And I was telling her that, and she's like, I don't do that.
Well, 3 hours is a lot. I mean, I think like they do get a lot of playtime because like walk in the like daytime, walk at night, take them out during the day, hang out on my porch. Like, I think they do get quite a bit of time to like play and stuff. But yeah, I don't think it's like 3 hours of like ball throwing.
It sounds like you're doing your due diligence as like a dog owner.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. And then like sometimes I'll take them to the dog park, play for like an hour.
I think Sid is definitely one of those people who
Sid spoils the shit out of her dogs.
Yeah.
But I mean, in like a good way.
Yeah.
You know? I just feel like if I were to own a dog myself, I would have to have a dog that has like the temperament of someone who smokes weed every day. You know what I mean?
Yes, I need an easy dog. Like just chill.
What breeds do that? What breeds are there?
Golden Doodle. My Golden Doodle is literally... Okay, he was my first dog. His name's Titus. He's the most...
Titus?
Titus.
Like after Final Fantasy
Yeah.
X?
Yeah.
Oh,
because it was like it was my
based.
first Final Fantasy game when I was like in middle school, and I was like so in love with it that I was like, I have to name my dog Titus.
Wait, I actually have so much more respect for you now.
Oh, that I mean,
I didn't have that much before.
Yeah, it was pretty low before, wasn't it?
But yeah, I didn't even realize you played video games.
I didn't realize. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, your stream is only TFT.
Yeah, but I play a lot of other games. I mean, not more so recently than like in the past few years because I was obsessed with TFT, but I played quite a few.
Wait, what's your video game history then?
Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know if you count Pokemon, but like
I count what? Yeah, of course I
or like
count Pokemon.
when you're like 6 years old and you
yeah,
start off on Pokemon.
I mean, Pokemon Red was my first ever game.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Or not red, but like silver.
Oh, yeah.
Silver was my first, and then I played all the Pokemons. And then, I mean, Neopets, I think everyone kind of played. RuneScape, I played a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
you
then
got a real
after
gaming
that,
cred over there.
Mm-hmm. And then I played a lot of like this Chinese MMO called Nine Dragons. But that's like another, that was probably
Nine Dragons.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like not popular. And apparently everyone thinks it's like a terrible MMO, but I had so much fun with it.
There's bad games that people love. I can't say anything wrong about them.
I feel like most MMOs that you grow up with are the best games, but they are also terrible.
I played Kristen Tales and stuff like that. Like I played Dragon's Nest. Like I played some shitty ass MMOs.
Yeah, me too.
But I love them. I love it.
But when you're young, they were so good.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, so I played those, and then I got into League because of my roommate in college.
I feel like I've heard that story a million times now. Someone gets into League because of their roommate from college. Like
Yes.
that's like a story as old as time. It's actually crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I got into League, and then
and I'm asking this question. What role do you play in League? This is not a sexist question.
back then I only played Zyra. I would lock in Zyra. I would play it top, middle, bot, whatever. Because
Right.
back then you couldn't pick your role.
Support?
If it was available, but sometimes it wasn't. Like you have no idea. I'm pretty sure like 40% of the time you have to play it somewhere else.
Right.
Because like they like made you call, like you get into the game, you insta call your role, and then like it's just a crapshoot of whether you get it or not.
Wait, I kind of like this.
Like I've had to play Zyra top sometimes.
Yeah, that.
Like I mean, if I had to jungle, I played a Mumu. I played a Mumu if I had to jungle.
Damn, Zyra one trick. Okay.
Yeah, so I played a lot of Zyra, but I also almost worked for Riot. That's
What?
so okay. So with my law firm, you have to intern for summer first, right? During your law school years. So after my second year of law school, I went to intern. And after I interned there for 10 weeks, I was like, oh my God, is this the rest of my life? And I started freaking out. So I applied to Riot, and Riot Hong Kong specifically, because there was a job where it was like, they told me like I could do, it was a small office. So I could do like half human resources and half law at the Riot office. And I got the job because I think the head of the law guy really, really liked me, because he kept asking me if there's like a big streamer who's doing really vile things, like, what do you do to them? I was like, just ban them. And the guy's like, no, but like, what about the consequences? Like, they're really, really big.
He's talking about Tyler 1.
I actually don't know who they were talking about.
No, he's talking about Tyler 1. Oh, shit.
And he was like, kept asking for my opinion. I was like, no, I would just ban them because you need to set an example. Like, if he gets away with it, then literally like so many other people will think they can. It will set a really bad example. And he like loved that answer from me. And like, I got offered the job and to like fly into Hong Kong and everything. But my mom, ever since I was young, is like super controlling. And I like listen to everything she says. And she kept telling me, you're ruining yourself by moving to Hong Kong. You're like getting paid literally half of what you would get paid at a law firm. She would call me every day and like cry about it and like just be like, Emily, like, I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to do this. And eventually I listened to her. And I think it was like one of the biggest regrets of my life.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I listened to my mom a lot. And like, I'm just going to be honest. I think like I would be a lot happier of a person if I didn't.
How's your relationship with your mom now?
I think I've forgiven her for a lot of stuff, but she's still a little bit like
controlling.
Like, yeah.
I mean, how does she feel about you like being a content creator like full time now?
Well, it's been like 5 years now, so she's like mellowed out a bit about it, but she still constantly says, "Keep your law license, keep your law license." Like, just in case, keep
how long
your
does it
law
last?
license. Oh, you have to renew it every other year, I think.
Oh, so you do still have it?
I did not renew it last year.
Did your mom know that?
No. Do not tell her, Mom.
She's going to see this podcast.
What?
Hopefully she doesn't.
You're going to get in trouble.
You renew it now. You have to do it now before it releases. That's crazy. I cannot. Well, okay. You know what? Also, like, live your own life.
No, I think so.
Happy.
Like, if I never want to be okay, so the thing about being in law too is your license is by state, right?
Oh, right.
So my law license is only for New York. I am never ever.
I heard that's a really good license to have, though.
It's one of the hardest next to California.
Yeah, wait. I heard that's a great license.
But I am never ever in this lifetime moving back to New York. Like, I'm not going to. So I just think to myself, like, I'm paying hundreds of dollars every year to have this license for what? Just so I can tell my stream, hey guys, I have a law license. Yippee!
Actually, yes.
I'm curious. How much money have you spent on Pokemon cards?
Thousands.
Oh, would you? Okay.
Wait, just thousands, not tens?
Not yet, but I got into it pretty late, like a few months ago.
Sounds like drugs.
Yeah,
got into it pretty late.
No, it's actually crazy. It is.
Wait, how did you get into Pokemon card like opening to begin with? Was it when your like viewers sent you the cards, or was like what was a spark?
Toast.
I opened Toast stream one day.
Oh my! It was literally Toast.
Yes, he was opening Pokemon cards, and I was like, I watched for like 2 hours straight. And I was mesmerized. I was like, why does this look so fun? I went out. I bought a bunch of Pokemon cards. I opened them. I was like, oh, I get it. It's gambling.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And now I just do it all the time.
And you don't even need to give your cards to the people who bought them. That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
That's true.
Have you seen those TikTok shop people that like have replaced the hits? Like they're like looking, they're opening and they're going through the packs and they see like the small fringe edge of one, and
well, there's a pretty well-known one.
Yeah,
there's a guy.
That to me.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His hand cam died when I had a hit, and then it turned out to be one of the worst hits.
Everyone's a scammer, bro.
Everyone's a scammer.
Actually,
there's another dude who cracked a pack, and then like the energy in the pack had his handwriting on it, and he was like, oh, and then like ended the stream. Deleted the VODs, deleted like the comments, etc. But then later on, he was like, "Oh yeah, so about that. Sorry about the resealed packs. That was supposed to be like an inside joke between me and another content creator. Like we don't reseal packs here." And we're just like, What? You fucking scamming piece of shit. Of course you
That's
reseal packs. Are you serious?
crazy.
You literally got caught doing it.
What was crazy too, when I played WoW, there was this guy who was like the brother of like this big WoW like guild leader streamer guy, and he started a Pokemon store, and like he was like convincing a lot of his guild mates to buy it and stuff. And I watched his stream one day, and he was opening resealed packs because one of like some of the packs he was opening, the cards inside weren't even from like
the set?
from the set. And he was like, and then someone called him out on it. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know how this happened. Like, blah, 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 blah." And I was like, holy shit. Like, I'm never talking to this guy again. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe people are just like all scammers out there.
Yeah, right. But not you.
I am not a scammer, guys. I am a great Pokemon store owner.
I spent hundreds of dollars at the Emily Wang store of Pokemon cards and having received a single card. Not a singular card. Not
Peter said
one.
I could keep them. He actually did.
It's right here.
You'll hear from my lawyer.
Wait,
yeah,
it could be her. She could be the lawyer.
she didn't renew her license.
That's true. I actually can't be a lawyer.
Yep.
And also, like, I don't think I ever want to be. Like, even if I get canceled for doing something like really atrocious one day, I gotta just do something else.
You mean when you get canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Wait. So if you like lost the ability to stream because like you did cancel because you scammed billions of children out of Pokemon cards, you would not go back to law.
I don't think I would. I mean, if I do go back to law, it would be like a completely different type of law in a not New York.
For a good guy.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would work for a nonprofit. Like, I actually would. Work for a nonprofit.
Right.
'Cause, like,
Non-profit.
No, nonprofit. No, like I actually really wanted to, because out of law school I almost did, because I was really, really interested in China because I'm Chinese.
Oh.
And my purpose originally.
Why did he laugh? Why did he laugh?
Why are you
I'm
guys
Chinese too.
laughing?
I'm Chinese too.
Something about that sentence
Chinese
was so,
too.
there's something about
Well, I
that
guess
sentence
people
was
don't know I'm
just really
Chinese.
amusing to me. I don't know why. I was like, I'm really interested in China because I'm Chinese. And like, I don't know why. I was like, technically there's nothing wrong with that sentence, but I'm just like, the way you say that makes me start to think that you're not Chinese.
I actually didn't know how Chinese she was until I opened her stream, and she listens to Chinese music.
I love Chinese music.
And she's like one of the only people I know who listens to Chinese music on Twitch.tv, which is an English website.
I need to listen to
I mean, I
C-pop.
listen to Korean, like K-pop.
Okay, you listen to a lot more Chinese music than.
Actually, it's more K-pop.
Oh, really? Nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, the Chinese music is only like when I'm like feeling sad about my LP, and then I turn on some sad Chinese music usually. But like, I'm sad about my LP a lot, so that's probably why you've been hearing a lot of Chinese music lately.
Okay, so No Flame, I've watched a good amount of your streams recently. I don't think I've seen you hit a first place a single time.
It's rare these days.
I think
It actually is rare
it's
these
just
days.
like every time I tune in, I'm just like, I watch for like an hour or two. I'm just like, okay.
Well, okay, Peter, think of it this way. Okay, there's 8 people in a game.
Okay.
Each game is like 35 to 40 minutes long.
Okay.
If you watch for 2 hours, you watch maybe like 3 to 4 games.
Multiple sessions of 1 to 2 hours, you know?
Maybe you just caught all the bad ones.
And then I'll even ask my Discord, like, because I'm pretty active in my Discord community, and they love your streams.
Oh, really?
Because it's more about like them feeling better about their LP losses. Because they'll be like, oof, Emily went 8th again. I'm like,
That
and I will literally
your
ask the-
stream community.
yeah. So I'll just be like, wait, so when's the last time Emily went first? I was like, what do you mean when's the last time Emily went first? I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean?
You have haters in this community. That's crazy.
They're not haters. If anything, they root for you, but they're just disappointed every time.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I gotta try harder.
They do call you the #1 mage from the OTV and Friends universe.
Wasn't that the only mage?
They do call you the #1 mage in the OTV and Friends universe.
Did I tell you guys I parsed to 0?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me.
Yeah, I mean,
I screenshotted it. Like, you don't have to. We played WoW with Emily. It was our first time playing WoW this raid tier. And when you play DPS in WoW, it's like kind of sweaty because all the DPS who play the game look at meters. They're damage meters that tell you how you stack up against everyone who plays your class throughout the world. And especially in the same raid, you're gonna look at it because bigger number, better player. She parses 0, and the average person parses, I would say, like a 50 or less. I would say the
average is 50. I think.
Average is
right?
50,
like straight
yeah.
up 50.
Okay, so then she parsed like, you know how it's harder when you get like the percentage intervals are harder, like when you get toward the 99 and toward the 0. It was like really difficult to parse any single digit.
She's
Yeah.
an elite 0 parser.
I parsed a 0. And then my friends were like, oh, don't worry. Like, this happens all the time. Like, if you die early in a poll, like, it's a 0.
I would still get like a 3.
Yeah, it's like almost
no.
impossible.
But the thing is, I was alive until the end.
Wait, I forgot about that.
I did not die early. It was
wait.
so bad.
Wasn't this also when you were like, weren't you like rating to like? This was like your assessment as if you were joining a rating
Yes.
guild.
Oh my god, sneaky. Do you? Okay, it was Sneaky's guild, and Cutie got us into a trial.
For like one of the top guilds on the server.
Is it a top guild?
Well, I would say there's not that many mythic raiding groups. So if you're trying to raid the top tier in WoW, you need a stack of at least 30 people in the guild. So you were applying to Sneaky's guild.
Yes. So it was our trial, and it was me. I mean, Cutie, honestly, his parses were pretty bad too. He was parsing like a 20-30, I think. It was not good. And I was parsing a 0.
I like how she had to bring him down.
That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying because then afterwards he asked Sneaky. He's like, "So how did it go?" And Sneaky did not respond. And then like a while later, he's like, "Hey Sneaky, yo, sup? Like about my previous question?" And Sneaky's like, "Yeah, like, it's looking a little full right now, but maybe in another few weeks we can talk about it again." We did not get in. But like honestly, I think it was like both of our faults.
Well, it's definitely. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, they did reject both of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think if he parsed a 100, they would have let you guys in?
They would have let him in. I think they would have been very like, no Emily.
Just know it's as hard to get a 0 parse as it is to get a 100 parse.
Yeah.
So you're in like the top 0.01 percentile of mages in a specific way.
It's just like the same thing with league accounts. To buy a challenger account is less expensive than buying an iron account. It's harder to get the iron than it is to get the
I
challenger.
didn't know that.
Well, Sykkuno has an Iron 4 account, I think.
That's only in Flex. Like in solo queue, actually to get to iron 4, it is very difficult. Very, like incredibly difficult.
Like even if you like
I think
did
it's
all your promos and lost
even if you lost
of
all of them, you would still be
like
you'd
bronze?
still be like bronze or silver.
But that means you just have to go in and throw a bunch more games.
Yeah,
right?
you literally. But when you start getting lower and lower, like you have to not only just throw like the people down there are like not playing the game. They're people who like play the game once a week or once a month. They turn it on. They're drinking while they play, and they're not even looking at. They're watching Netflix. Like, and then those are the people you have to lose to. It is difficult.
Go AFK.
Well, actually, maybe not as expensive as Challenger account, but it's definitely more expensive than a Masters account. It's like crazy. Like you literally have to pay to get the bottom rank.
Buy a lot of accounts, Oscar.
I've never bought an account in my life. Actually,
Okay.
I wish I could purchase an account that was tied to my other accounts. I don't like people buying like using a lot of accounts. I'd rather just give Riot the money to be like, hey, tie this account. Say it's my Smurf. I just want another account to play on.
I feel that. And
I wanna-
also transfer all the skins too.
Yeah, I'm on a legal account. That's it.
So, Pokemon, what's the next step? How are you gonna upgrade your setup? Are you gonna turn into a full-on store?
I don't know. It's actually like a lot of work. Like okay.
She thought it'd be easy.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna be easy, but even like when I close it off at like 15 people, it's like having to send them all out. And then, for example, I sent one out to like Germany recently.
Oh,
And-
you don't do like U.S. only?
I think I will have to do US only in the future because I thought international shipping would be fine because they pay for it, right? Like they'll pay $20 and all I have to do is send it through international.
Wait, you pay? Wait, don't you pay the shipping, or do they?
No, they
pay
do.
They do.
They pay the shipping. But the one for Germany, it got returned to me after like 3 weeks because of customs.
Oh, why did customs return it?
I don't know. There's like
they don't give a reason?
They didn't even give a reason. It just says returned by like customs or something like that. And then like figuring that out is just like way too difficult. So I think it would be US, Canada only if I were to do it more in the future.
Did you refund the guy?
No, I sent it out again. But like if it doesn't work again this time, I'll just refund.
Oh.
Okay. Did you get any good hits?
For that guy, I don't know. I don't remember.
He got like $1 card. He's shipping $20. He has to pay it twice. It's actually he just
He doesn't have to pay it twice.
Did you even sign it? Did you do anything?
I sign it when they tell me in chat they want it signed.
Okay.
Yeah. And Toast also signs it. But like he's like, my signature costs so much. I'm not gonna sign too many.
Wow.
He's clouded like that. Why did I
He
say
is
Yeah,
that?
cloud
he
like that.
do.
It's true. People don't even pay for my cards. They just win it. I give them away for free. I want to be like Toast where I'm like, excuse me.
Do you only send it to US people?
Right now I do US only.
Okay.
I think that's smart.
But for me it's just like giveaway stuff though.
Yeah, because you have
Oh.
to pay the own
yeah.
shipping.
So I'm paying the whole cost myself, like the pack and also the shipping. So I'm just like, okay, I feel like US only is fair. But yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Why do we have that?
Oh yeah, what is that?
You don't.
You don't wait.
You play Final Fantasy X, right?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't recognize.
Is that in FF? It's in every game, right?
It's in every game. It's like one of those. You know what a Moogle is, right?
Yeah. This is a Moogle.
Brother, this is a Tonberry. It is a recurring creature in the Final Fantasy series.
Wait, I swear it was not in 10 or 7 or 13. Was it?
I can't speak on 13.
It's definitely in 7.
I never finished 13. Definitely in 7. Pretty sure it's in 10 as well.
I played 10 and 10
Isn't there a
too.
summon in... Oh, is it? Or maybe that's 8. I don't remember.
Well, I didn't fully play 7. I only watched it a bit.
Okay,
Wait, so-
I'm starting to think. The more I'm with Emily,
She's
I think
a fraud.
Okay.
Wait, I swear it was not in 10 or 13.
I'm gonna deviate, detract this conversation for a second. We were eating hot dogs yesterday. She came over, and the challenge was we eat 20 hot dogs in 30 minutes. And me, Cutie, and Danny tried to eat hot dogs. Okay, we all sat down. She, first of all, bought the biggest buns ever, twice the size of the dog. Literally, my jaw dislocated eating so many. But the worst part about all this is not that we failed the challenge, which we were going to fail regardless. It was while she was looking to buy the ingredients, she's like, "Oh, what do you even put on hot dogs?" And she starts listing off ingredients like condiments, right? She's like, "Oh yeah, like mustard, ketchup, mayo, pickles. Oh, and why not ranch?" And I'm like, "Is she serious? Is she fucking serious?" I had to ask her, and I don't think you've ever eaten a hot dog before.
I really eat hot dogs. I don't really like hot
Ever
dogs
in her life.
But I just wanted people to have many choices.
It makes me feel like you don't even understand the concept of like a classic American hot dog.
It's like relish, you
Are
know.
you Canadian?
No.
You're from America. Wait, were you born in America?
No.
Okay. When did you immigrate to America?
Like when I was like 15.
I mean, that's pretty late.
Okay.
No, just kidding. When I was like 5, 6.
Oh, she fucking lied again.
Even if you like consume like media, like movies and TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many that have like a classic American dog, which is like
Which is
ketchup, mustard,
pickles,
maybe,
mayo.
Like maybe she was thinking relish. Do you know what relish is?
Yeah, I bought relish. I don't know what relish is made out of, but I bought relish.
I was like, oh, maybe we should get some onions, because you know how there's like diced onions.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, how many onions should we get? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, let's get 10 onions. So she got 10 enormous onions, and we didn't use a single one.
Because there were 10 people there, right? So I was thinking, okay.
You think each person's gonna consume an entire onion?
Well, if every single person eats like on average like 15 hot dogs, like it's like what?
What?
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, listen, Peter.
Wait, hold on. Did you stream this hot dog?
Yes,
eating?
yes.
Okay. Sorry. This just reminds me of like Arrested Development, where was it the mom thinks that a banana is like $10 or some shit like that. You just think like the average human will eat 15 hot 15 hot dogs.
What happened at the beginning of this challenge, you have to know, okay? It started because Cutie was like, it is so easy to eat 20 hot dogs. Okay.
This guy's delusional. By the way, I did not think that.
Okay, first of all,
I did not think that. That's impossible.
I feel like Emily's not a real human. I feel like you are an alien. You're like, no, I feel like
I'm not the one that said this. I said it is not possible to eat 20 hot dogs.
Okay.
Like, don't worry.
Okay, keep going.
I just feel like you're an alien that came from another planet, and the first human you met was Cutie, and like that he is your metric for what the average standard human does or thinks.
No, Peter, because we have other friends in this call, okay?
Okay.
So Cutie said it is so easy to eat 20 hot dogs in 30 minutes.
Okay.
I said, you are so wrong. There's no way you can eat 20 in 30 minutes.
This is with a bun, but like hot dog plus bun.
But then our other friend, his name's Telfer. He jumps in. He's like, what? It's so easy. I can do that like probably in even less than 30 minutes. And Cutie's like, yeah, like it's not hard. And then you have Danny who's like, guys, I don't know about this one.
Danny, the one
Danny's
sane person.
Danny's like, 20 hot dogs is a lot, guys.
I feel like Danny's not trying to rain on everyone's parade, but he's like trying to... Hey guys, 20 hot dogs is kind of a lot of hot dogs.
Yeah, and then so our friend group was like really split down the middle, 50-50. Like literally like 4 people thought it was really easy and 4 people were like, it's not easy.
These guys are delusional. Just keep going.
And then Scarra was like, no, like you can't do it. Like it's hard.
I thought you meant 20 hot dogs without buns. And I'm like,
no, we're clear about it was with
buns.
buns.
I was like, okay, maybe you could do like 15 to 20, but even that would be hard. You don't like even downing the dogs would be difficult. But,
I think even 20 just hot dogs is not easy.
But you meant with buns.
Yeah. So we had this huge argument in our friend group, and I was like, you know what, Cutie, let's make a bet. if you can eat 20 hot dogs in 30 minutes, you can cut my hair. And if you can't do it, I'll cut your hair. And he's like, deal, like easy. And then he bought like a month ago 100 hot dogs. And he's been eating them every single day, like 6 at a time for a month. So fast forward, it's time for the hot dog eating contest like 2 days ago. Scarra, Danny, Cutie. You know, Danny, I think, ate more than Cutie. Like, surprisingly.
Danny's got that dog in him. That's why. He really, dude, he's got that dog.
Danny is great.
Okay. I ended up with 6. I tapped out. 6, by the way, 6 dogs. These buns were enormous. Like, literally meant for us to fail. Like, if she had a plan that no one was going to win. These were artesian buns. These weren't the Wonder Bread buns. These were like fat artesian buns, twice the size of the dog.
180 calories.
Per bun?
But I did feel bad, and I told Cutie, you can remove half the bun.
With half
like the bigger half of the bun.
With half of the bun gone, Cutie ate 9. And
that's impressive. I even think that's impressive.
My stomach after 6, I almost passed out. Food coming on the couch next to them, just being like, it was so bad.
I think I could do like 5.
I think Danny ate like 7 or 8 with all the buns.
He ate like 7 or 8. It was crazy.
Was he hurting?
No, he was fine.
No, I think all of us were hurting. No,
wait, really? Danny wasn't fine either?
No, I'm pretty sure if you asked him later that night, he would not have a good time.
Oh. It's like hard because like Danny never like his expression never like changes really.
Yeah. He's not a vibe killer. He's a vibe upper.
Yeah.
You know, he goes up.
Yep. He's like cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In human form and upper.
But we gotta see the haircut. Did you see it?
I saw it live.
Oh, you saw it live?
I watched it live. It actually, when I squint, does not look that bad.
Dude, okay.
Wait, everyone on my Twitter said it looks good.
Okay, sure. People don't know. I'm a Cutie Pie has never cut his hair before. He cut it once for Locks of Love, donated it, never cut it again. He's a very interesting human being. Emily started the cut. The first cut she made was 7 inches.
Not bad, right?
He's kind of handsome.
Yeah, like the cut is good.
The first cut she made was
I will say that first
literally
angle,
like this.
he kind of looks like a middle-aged woman, like a middle-aged housewife with that hair.
And that's okay.
The man bun, I kind of fuck with the man bun on him.
No, I actually think it turned out really well. But the first cut was so dangerous that Danny was on the couch and then stood up and started being like, "Cutie, you okay? Are you okay with this? Like, do you know what she's doing?" I was like, "Oh my god."
Have you ever cut hair before?
I cut someone's hair. I cut my ex's hair in college.
When
he was an ex for a reason.
You don't understand. First of all, she must have fucked up the haircut. And secondly, she asked if she should use water for the haircut at the very beginning. And that's when Danny was also like, "What? Huh?"
Wait, question. Sorry. You said you cut your ex's hair once and then followed it up with, he's an ex for a reason. Are those two statements related?
Well, okay. No, I was just making a joke, but like.
Oh, but I wasn't sure. Like, I was like.
She messed up that guy's hair.
No, it was really bad because like I cut his hair, right? And he let me, and it turned out really, really bad. And he didn't even go to a barber afterwards because he's just like a really chill guy. And the thing is, a week later, his mom came to visit. And he still didn't go to a barber. And his mom came in and we hung out with his mom. And his mom was like, "Where did you get your hair cut? Like, don't go back." And he just looked at me and I looked at him and we just like laughed, but no one said anything. So to this day, I mean, no one knows it was me.
I got a haircut from Foosley, a streamer friend of ours. The day I got the haircut, the haircut finished. I pulled out my phone. I called a haircut place. And I was like, "Can you see me right now?"
It was that bad?
It could use a little bit of a touch up. You know how your hair from the front looks okay? The hair from the back was like a...
Yeah, let's just say
it was not great.
The overall vision, I see where she's going for, but sometimes she's like, okay, let's just get creative with it.
Yeah.
Like she can't control herself.
Yeah. Like let's use a trimmer, and then just the trimmer just ends up like a trim is like 7 inches. Like, oh shit.
Wait, so if she were actually trying, she'd be good.
Sure. Okay. It's like she acts on her impulses. Like if she has like the trimmer in her hand for too long and she doesn't use it, she'll just like, just like, for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, the Shroud haircut was...
I haven't seen it.
It's a haircut.
I saw it like only from the side, so I can't tell.
Oh, I mean, even from the side, it was...
That's pretty interesting.
Good one.
She's the only hairstylist I know that celeb shots in when she cuts hair. Like she'd be like celeb shot and then hands the trimmer to someone else. So
That's unique.
That
Honestly,
is unique.
highly desirable hair cutter though. She's booked
Yeah.
the entire year.
I mean, she has more experience than I do at this point.
Yeah.
For sure. You should have Foos cut, actually.
Should I get one?
Yeah.
I think she'll cut my hair.
Oh, 100% she'll
Will
cut
it be
your hair.
fine?
I can't answer that.
Well, you just spent $500 on her haircut recently,
That's a lot of money.
or $300.
She's at 500. She's at 500.
Oh, you might need to spend that much afterwards.
Yeah, to fix it, probably.
Maybe a little bit more.
Think she has time tomorrow?
Actually, there's some things that only time can fix, too. So I don't know. It depends on how much you value time.
Yeah, like a broken heart.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
The thing is, I don't actually value my hair. Like whatever happens to it. Whatever.
You say that?
Give me the scissors.
Say that
give me the
until
scissors.
you...
Give me the fucking scissors. I will. What if I just cut your hair right now?
Right now.
Right now.
On
I
Peter's
just
floor.
cut right this, and I don't do anything else.
As long as I vacuum, I think Anita wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Oh, all
I
of a
mean-
sudden,
Oh.
she's a little bit of a liar
Kind of a
again.
crazy switch up.
Yeah.
Here, let me
thing-
get the scissors right now. I'll be right back.
Like I don't mind if it looks like a little bad, but it can't be. You can't just like make a snip here and just like make me have.
Oh, I'll just do what Foosley does.
Ah!
Here you go.
You guys could do it for the pack off.
Oh.
Oh, whoever loses gets to snip the other person's hair a little bit.
That's
I am so down. I'm
That-
actually so down.
that's a little fucked up. As a
No,
person with the least hair.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
well,
Let's do it.
Okay, we'll leave this over here for later.
Remember to subscribe to our YouTube memberships because we're going to cut each other's hair based off of Pokemon cards we pull. Also, it's got me fucked up that you don't know who this is.
Sorry,
I
yeah,
don't.
back to this.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know how we changed the subject because I should yell at you more.
Yeah.
As someone who like literally named their dog after a Final Fantasy X character. You're telling me you never ran into a Tonberry.
I never ran into.
You don't
one of
know
these.
what his gimmick is.
No.
He's got something called the chef's knife.
He just kills you.
He will instant kill anyone he attacks. But like it takes several turns for him to do it. Like he'll walk up like that and then just stab you, like shiv your ass and then insta kill. Like it does like 9,999 damage or some shit.
The thing is, I played 10 and 10 too, like each 10 times, and I swear he was not in it.
I swear
There
to
is
God, I
no
swear
way
to
this
God,
is not in 10. Or like, okay, there's like,
But like, did you have like maybe I skipped the part
I
with
think
him in
it's
it?
impossible to skip this monster. It's like Cactar.
Well, actually, it is possible to skip it, I think.
Oh.
Because I think you have to like do some amount of exploration to find it.
Oh.
That's usually where Tonberries are, like in areas that are like kind of like optional areas.
I think of him like a Cactar. I'm going to see him every time.
Yeah, rare enemy that can be found in the rooms and hallways of the
Yeah,
Cavern
rare
of the
enemy.
Stolen Souls.
Rare.
Oh, Stolen Faith. Well, wait, I think this area is actually somewhere you have to go.
You know, I think
Rare enemy.
I don't know.
Well,
She's
even
just-
if I saw him back then, like I don't know if I remember. It was like 20 years ago.
Wait, the fact that you like wait, hold on. Oh god.
do you,
what the
do you think she never played 10?
No, I think if
No, I
she
played-
named her fucking dog Titus, then she had to have played.
I played 10 like 10 times, like and 10 too.
That's
both
why
of them.
it's got me fucked up that you played
Like,
it 10
you know what I would-
times and never seen a Tonberry.
But the thing is, I also had like when I was young, I printed out from my printer like the
Game
how to
facts?
get 100% completion. I would print out like 20 pages. My sister would sit next to me and like highlight as we go through it. And I swear I never saw this guy.
Right.
Or
He
like
would-
if I saw it, I just don't remember because it was not important.
100%
No,
in
I
Final
didn't.
Fantasy X.
I didn't though. I think I got to like 98 because we couldn't like
That's
do it.
so much.
But you unlocked all the extra like summons from Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, I think so.
I just
I mean, maybe he's just not memorable. This was 20 years ago.
that's crazy.
to say that.
This was literally like 20 years
This
ago.
is literally the character that Anita, because we bought this at the Square Enix pop-up in Little Tokyo. This was the guy that Anita wanted to buy. Like of all like the iconic Final Fantasy characters.
He's in every single one.
Like what is it? The mainstays of Final Fantasy are like Moogle, and
Cactar,
Chocobo.
Chocobo.
I know Moogles and Chocobos.
And do you want Cactuar?
Yeah, I know Cactars.
Cactuar and Tonberry, I would say, are about the same
Yes,
amount of
that's how I feel.
like visibility in terms of Final Fantasy.
I mean, maybe I did see him. He's just ugly.
You think Tonberry is ugly?
She keeps digging deeper. It's actually crazy.
You monster! What? He's adorable. Look at him.
Sorry, Anita.
That's crazy.
Please don't watch this episode.
No, she's definitely watching.
You know,
She's the number one fan.
she watches the episode immediately, max volume so that he can hear himself.
Yeah, I'll like go into the living room and I could hear me and Scarra talking, and it like it makes me like a little like happy because she's so supportive, but also like hearing my own voice makes me want to die.
Yeah,
So.
same.
But now I'm gonna hear myself yell at you for not knowing who Tonberry is. And there's there's a King Tonberry. It's the same thing, but he has a crown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did she nod like she knew?
Cool.
I hate you.
Cool, man.
I actually
awesome.
I hate your guts.
That's great.
That makes me so mad.
Wait.
Like irrationally mad. I recognize that I'm irrationally upset right now, but I am irrationally upset.
Okay, so that you don't know this at all.
No.
So we're surrounded by like video game stuff. Like this, right? Like this is some of this.
I know that one.
You know this one. This one's
It's not from a video game.
Not from a video
You don't know these?
I don't know that one.
These are like Maple Story.
They're all from the same thing.
Oh, I never played Maple Story.
It's okay. Me neither. Or well, growing up, I didn't play. Maple Story.
Okay, no, I was just curious. Okay, well, do you know these? Like the posters on the wall. You know what that one is?
What anime is that?
Do you,
Animated. I mean, that's Kirby, right?
okay, and what about that one?
Yes, I know that. Spirited Away.
How much anime have you watched? We're technically at like a 1% anime podcast, maybe 2.
I think I watch quite a bit of anime.
Really?
Like
Quite a
a decent
bit.
amount.
Okay. What do you watch anything right now?
I think the last one I watched was Link Click 3. I don't know if you guys watched that. It's like really famous. What in China?
I was gonna say you watch is that a Donghua or whatever?
Yeah, Donghua.
Holy shit! I never expected you would watch Link Click.
Do you watch Link Click?
Honestly, it's surprisingly. I feel like it's fitting, actually.
Yeah.
Because she's Chinese and loves China. Wait. So Link Click. What else?
Link Click was the last one I watched, and I think I'm on episode 3 of Solo Leveling, the newest
Ooh.
season, and then
We need to watch
before that I was watching Singles Inferno. That doesn't count, but that was no. It's
fuck did
because
you
I
just say?
haven't been watching too many shows lately
Oh,
because
okay.
I've been like actually I used to watch a lot of anime, a lot of shows because I didn't really hang out with friends, which sounds sad, but like I mean that was just
I think
how
that's
it was.
more normal than it is. Maybe a little
Yeah,
sad, but
it's
it's more
pretty
normal. Yeah.
It's only sad when you start saying it's really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite one though? Like a favorite anime of all time?
Of all time? Oh. I know I really liked two that left like a more, or maybe 3 that left like a lasting impression on me when I was really young. My first anime ever was Rurouni Kenshin.
That's a classic.
Okay.
That's a banger.
Okay.
My very first anime, what got me into
Unfortunately,
anime.
The author is a
Weird.
Pedophile or something.
yeah.
Weird person, dude.
Yeah. So that was like my very first anime, and I was like in love. And then after that, I think the one that like made me really sad, that left a really lasting impression, was Assassination Classroom.
Oh, great.
Wow.
That's a really good one.
I really
Wait, you
love.
have good taste.
I love that anime, and like, but I don't know about you, but like, I
Wow.
literally was sad for a month after watching it.
Oh my god.
Like, it left a really lasting impression on me.
I wouldn't say I would be sad
for a month.
I don't know if any piece of media has made me sad for a month.
Oh, I have.
Or like maybe not.
What was that for you?
Maybe not media, but like I've read like a book that made me really sad.
Oh.
But like I think reading is weird. Like in terms of like reading books, like sometimes like the emotions I get from books are more than watching stuff.
Oh wait, I actually agree. I finished the first 3 books of Red Rising,
Uh-huh.
and like that had me fucked up for like a few days.
Oh.
I thought that shit was good.
Yeah, I think like a lot.
sorry,
Well,
I
there's
didn't
probably
know
like a
you.
couple more. I mean, I watched Hunter x Hunter for the first time like maybe 3 years ago, and I was really addicted. I think I watched the whole thing in like 3 days. Well, maybe longer than that,
Your
but
taste is actually pretty
I
good.
loved it so much.
What do you think about Full Metal Alchemist?
I never really watched that one. I think
Do you think it's rather mid?
I didn't really watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm trying to bait.
He just wanted to incite me. That's all.
Oh no. And I mean Free Run. I mean, I think everyone likes Free Run though, but I liked it quite a bit.
You
I think you would like Full Metal Alchemist.
Really?
Personally. I mean, not to try and plug. I just personally think that based off of like what you've already said that you like, I think Full Metal Alchemist, you should give it a try, you know? Wait, are you a manga reader at all or just purely anime?
I used to be like when I was younger, I read so many mangas, but nowadays like not really.
Okay.
Because I mean, nowadays, like, I think I've been too addicted to playing games with my friends. So, like,
Okay.
the last 3 months, I would say I didn't do much besides stream and play games with them.
Marvel Rivals.
A lot of Marvel.
How's Marvel Rivals treating you?
Well, I think all my friends got really good, and I'm still about the same. So, I don't know.
I would say I'm about the same with that. Or I don't know. I feel like so I'm a tank main in Marvel Rivals. And
Highly desired.
I am just really sick of playing tank with the current like selection of tanks available.
They're really fucking boring.
It's like it just like Magneto is like one of the most useful tanks in the game.
He's the most boring.
And he's like fucking boring. Like you really have to like go out of your way to make that character interesting, and even then it's not enough. But unfortunately, he's like one of the strongest solo tanks in the game, and I often find myself playing solo tank, which is great. And then also like I play Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is fun, but then most of the time I have to switch to Magneto.
Yeah, I play Mag as well. It's really tank mains are like endangered species.
Oh, that's so in our stack, like Danny always is on tank.
Danny's
So,
a goat.
Yeah, we always have a tank. Do you think he gets bored?
No, because I think Danny plays tanks that are more interesting, but he plays them really well. Like for example, I think he plays a lot of Hulk, right?
Hulk and Groot.
Yeah, I think those are characters that like are really bad if you're bad. Do you know what I mean? Like you could feed really easily at high levels with Groot and Hulk, but like Danny's the fucking goat. He makes those characters good. Like me, I would say I'm like average, maybe just above average in terms of skill and tank, but like I could still like be very impactful on Strange and Magneto despite not being like the goat like Danny. But like yeah, Danny's the goat, man. He's the goat.
He is so good at every single game he plays. It's insane.
Those people are like so insane. I'm like maybe good at some games, like I would say like maybe 40%. But like people who are good at like literally everything I'm so jealous of. Not just good, they're like top 500 good almost. Like I know John. John's like elite at most of the games he touches. If it's FPS, John is like up there, you know?
I do feel like the game for me where I'm like, if you're top 500 in this game, you're probably just good at every game is Overwatch. Every person that I've ever met that was like super fucking good at Overwatch, that skill level somehow translated to every other game they touched. Doesn't matter what game.
I feel that way about League, but only if it was been recent. Like if they're top 200 in League, I think this is maybe a weird opinion. I think League is the hardest game to hit the top rank on of any game available. It has the highest player base and has the smallest size of top ranks. I think it's 200 or 300. 300. So to hit that, you have to be a demon. Like, consistently, I think you have to be a demon, especially if you're really high in there, because there's like just levels to it. So, yeah, League, I think more than any other game, except for unless you count like maybe StarCraft, I think it's like actually the like one of the hardest games to do well.
What about TFT? How hard is it to hit top ranks?
It's not hard. I mean,
it's not?
As a person who's she hits it every season, right?
You do?
Yeah. But I mean, I think TFT is like weird in that I think literally anyone can probably be like top 10 at some point if they really cared. Because there's always like some extremely broken comp, right? If you can force it well enough and play enough games, you can just do it.
I think that, okay, you could disagree with me on this. I think that for me personally, no amount of coaching or time played on that game will ever make me good at TFT. Like my brain is just not wired for TFT.
I guarantee you could hit masters, but top 10 is a stretch. As a person, I play TFT for a living. A lot of times, I have never gotten close to top 10.
Well, because you do have to still put in the work, right? Like any game, like you can't just like randomly hit it.
Even if I do put in the work, I don't think I'm capable of that. It's actually really difficult at some level. Because I think you have to have a certain mindset going in.
You just have to have like a really grindy mindset. I think you have to like enter it knowing you're going to be spending 16 hours a day on the game for like a month on that patch. Because it's like you have to play like maybe 10 hours and then study for like 8 hours.
His face. Yeah. When I'm really into TFT, the craziest thing is like I'll play 8-10 hours. I'll go to sleep watching a TFT streamer play. So like I'm literally learning them and I'm learning myself. And you know, it's actually insane.
I just wanna play TFT, donkey roll one fucking reroll comp, literally do only that while watching a TV show. That's how I play TFT.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's how almost everyone plays TFT because it's a casual game. But yeah, if you wanted to like, it's not like, you know, like Overwatch or like Marvel Rivals where you can't just like sit there and study for 8 hours and know that like the next day you're gonna do well, right? Like you have to. There's no aim involved. There's no like super fast thinking involved. There's no like
if you can coach TFT, you can play TFT.
Yeah.
Whereas it's not the same of almost any other game.
Yeah, it's like it's just for sure easier than I think almost all other
I mean,
games.
it is like a strategy game at the end of the day,
Yeah.
right?
It's the only game out there that you can watch a streamer for, and within 6 months of playing nonstop, you can meet the streamer that you're watching
Yeah.
in game.
Damn.
Where I think no other game is like that. If you're new to the genre and you're trying Marvel Rivals right now, you're not getting there in 6 months.
Yeah.
You're not. Oh, I mean, unless your favorite streamer is in, like Diamond or GM, but more than likely your favorite streamer is in like Celestial.
Yeah, like Short
Eternity.
Form.
Yeah. Then you're not meeting that guy.
Yeah.
You're not meeting that guy at all.
It just like doesn't require mechanical skill in the way these other games.
Yeah,
There's
it's-
like zero mechanical
Yeah.
skill,
So like for me, who just has a lot of fun in it, like I'll always hit masters, but to really for me to go to the masters to 400 to 800, like I can't do the 400 to 800 unless I'm like giga locked in. I don't think I've done it for. I've only hit challenger 2 seasons out of 14.
Would you ever try again?
I mean, it's not like I don't try, but like I just at some point I'm like I don't really feel like I'm playing. Like I think the way I see TFT is it's really fun. The first month is insanely fun, and then it lasts 4 months, right? So the second month in, you're like, oh, it's kind of fun depending on the patch, and then about 2 months in, I'm out.
So
And then
first half.
the rest of the TFT streamers are staying in, and like I know she's still in, but I don't know how much fun she's having. How much fun
I
are
mean,
you
that's the
having?
thing. It's like usually I can actually force myself to stay maybe the entirety of the 4 months.
Damn.
This is the first set where I think we're towards the end of the 3rd month, but I'm like here for like a weekish because I'm like a little burnt out. Like I don't really want to play.
She's
you know?
going back to law.
That's
but
crazy.
It's also like I think this year want to explore more things than just TFT. I mean, I kind of did it a little bit last year with like WoW and stuff, but I would like to like explore slightly more.
Would lean more into like variety streaming, variety gaming.
Well,
Yeah, because
good-
it's like when you don't have fun in the game and like you stream it for like 3 hours and it's just like, wow, it's only been 3 hours.
Don't
kind of
worry,
thing.
Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out soon, and that's a cooperative game that you can play with your friends. And I
and
know
it's like Pokemon, but you kill them.
he's not wrong.
That's true.
No, all your friends will be playing as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Because so like
No, that's not true, Scarra. I've learned the hard way that not just anyone will play Monster Hunter, okay?
okay. In her friend group, she has immediate friends who love the game.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend group is like pulling teeth to get people to play.
Really?
It's impossible.
Pulling teeth.
I literally okay.
It's Celine, Peter, me.
Box.
Yeah, that's it.
I genuinely okay. There was a game in Monster Hunter called Monster Hunter Rise. I bought 11 copies of the game for various friends to try the game and play it with me because I was just looking for people to play with. One person installed the game.
Was it
One
me?
person. It was Sid. You already got the game
Oh,
from a sponsor. Fuck you, by the way. You got the game from a sponsor. I think I bought it for you, but you returned it. So it was Sid. Sid was the only person who played it. Played it for an hour. Uninstalled.
Oh no.
But she's a real one. She's a real one.
She's
I
You know
just
what?
tried it.
I know,
yeah.
yeah. And that's why I like fuck it, Sid. Like you
Says
tried
to go.
you gave it a try, didn't like it. I appreciate that you gave it honest effort. Everyone else is like, nope. Best part is though, they added the game to the library, didn't refund it.
And we'll be keeping track of all of those people.
I'll remember this shit.
Mm-hmm.
You little motherfuckers.
But he's gonna buy 11 copies of people for Wilds.
No, fuck no. I'm not reaching out to anyone for Wilds. For Wilds, I'm just gonna fucking slam that shit. And if people ride the hype train, you know what? Fuck it, I'll play with you. But like, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not buying copies of Monster Hunter Wilds for anyone. It's just me, baby. My game. Sorry, I'm very bitter about this. But yeah,
Understandable.
wait. You know what? Actually, though, I think a good pivot for you, and this is what happened to me because I played on a Minecraft server that was Pokemon modded. It's called Cobblemon.
Mm-hmm.
I pivoted from that into a fan-made mod game for Pokemon called Poke Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's been out for like over a year or something like that. It's a roguelike, but it's Pokemon.
Oh wow.
Legally speaking, though, it's not Pokemon. It just happens to share a lot of similarities to Pokemon. Maybe sharing some of the names. They don't make money from it. It's just a purely fan-made project. And I only found this out about like a week ago. I'm straight fucking addicted. It is one of the most fun like roguelite style games I've ever played. And it's with Pokemon, not Pokemon. So
Not Pokemon, guys. Not
think
Pokemon.
I think you should give it a shot
Okay,
if you're trying
yeah.
to find something that's like different, but like kind of similar. Because it requires strategy as well, but it's like very relatable. Like it's very easy to understand a lot of the concepts just because like you grew up playing Pokemon
Yeah.
games, you know. So yeah, it's cool. Also, there's gambling.
Ooh.
There's gacha.
Everyone does. Gambling's everywhere.
Yes.
It's so good.
When you like defeat gym leaders, like you get egg vouchers. So, and you could use the egg vouchers to get eggs from the egg gacha.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's great. I use all my egg vouchers on the shiny gacha because there's a boosted chance of getting a shiny mon. And also shinies actually serve a purpose.
Oh.
So like it like boosts your luck stat, and luck affects like the rarity of the Pokemon that spawn.
How many
the rarity
shinies
of the
have you
items.
gotten?
Like 30.
Oh, that's actually
Wow,
higher than
that's actually
expected.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently I got really lucky because there's also tiers to shinies too. So you know how you normally Pokemon only have like one shiny variant?
Yes.
The like they made fan mods where like they have tier 2 shinies and tier 3 shinies. So their tier 2 and tier 3 are even rarer than the tier 1 variants, and they also give more luck. So like it actually keeps track of like your luck stat to like tell you like, oh, like this is how likely your items will upgrade, or how like if your like the Pokemon that show up will be shiny or even legendary or shit like that. It's dope. I'm addicted. I've been playing this shit for like hours.
Oh my god.
That is a time melter. Like you'll be like, oh, I've been streaming for 14 hours. Yeah.
I mean, that's good for her who wants to stream a lot.
Yeah.
Well, like, okay, do you stream more? Like, do you work more on your stream, or do you work more as like doing law?
Well, I for sure worked more in law. I mean, okay, no, actually, early on,
Yeah.
I would say the first maybe 3-ish years,
Yeah.
I spent a lot more time on like my stream than I even recognized.
Oh.
But like, it would be like I streamed a lot, and after my stream, I would always just be playing or watching, and not just watching to learn the game, but watching to learn how to stream.
When did you start your stream every day?
I started my stream at like 7 a.m. Like I would wake up at 5 to 6 and start at 7 because that was by far the best time slot. And okay, this happened to me. I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail, but Toast said back in the day when he streamed Hearthstone, he would actually, I don't know if this is public, but he would like start his stream at the same times as other Hearthstone streamers to take their like viewers like on purpose.
I think
And
he
he
said. I think he said that publicly.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
If not, I'm sure he would not care.
Yeah.
Okay. So he would do that a lot, right? When I was first a new TFT streamer, there was someone who had been in the space for a bit. And I was EST, by the way. So I was starting my stream at like 7 a.m. EST. And this person was PST. And as they saw that I was like growing and starting my stream like this early, they would try to start their streams like earlier and earlier to try to start it before me, which was crazy. So I ended up at one point, I think waking up at like 4, 5 a.m. EST just so I can start at 6 a.m. before this person.
Wait. So was it kind of like an unspoken like understanding that you guys are trying to outpoach each other essentially? Like you never like probably DM'd each other and said like, hey, are you like starting your stream right before my stream time to like take? I'm assuming that the conversation never happened. So
It never
like,
happened. I just
It's
assumed
like a silent
so.
war kind of.
Yeah, because at first, like I was like 9 a.m.
Okay.
EST, and then they would like be like, okay, and they would start like 8:30. And the next day I start at 8 a.m. and they're like, okay, and then the next day I start at like 7:30. By the way, it's their PST though, so it's 7:30 for me. It's 4:30 for them. It was crazy, but eventually I was like, you know what? Fuck this. So I would start streaming at like 5, 6 a.m. EST, and then they gave up.
This is what you have to do to make it as a streamer. Like you can't. You just gotta fucking go crazy.
Just like a certain amount of psychotic determination.
Yes, I think so. I think I was a bit I mean, now I've like mellowed out, which like maybe is a bad thing.
No, I think like after a certain point, you establish your audience, and then you just like are able to be a little more flexible
Yeah.
with your times. I mean, like I remember when the Among Us craze was like popping the fuck off, and I was in the Hafu lobbies. Like I would wake
You
up.
were waking up so early.
I was waking up every day like 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
to like every day stream Among Us for 8 hours, 7 days a week. No break. Sometimes I would stream for like I would do like 8 hours Among Us into like 2 or 3 hours of React Andy / Variety, but it was just a constant fucking grind because like, well, I mean, it hurt. It didn't. Well, it was really easy to just because it was COVID. Like, what else am I gonna do? Am I just gonna not stream? Fuck it. Like, I'll stream. But like, it was every day, and also I didn't sleep well ever, so I just was getting like 4 to 5 hours of sleep, and like, man, it was the mines. I was yearning for the mines.
Dude, but like I think everyone reaches that point in streaming where like you're on the grind. You're super on the grind. I did it with League. I did it with TFT again, and like it was crazy. Like me and Toast on TFT when it launched, I was streaming 12 hours a day. Toast was streaming 14 to 15, and I was streaming a lot. But like this motherfucker would wake up earlier than me, and later I'm like, He still got that dog in him. He
Yeah.
still got that dog in him.
You still got that drive.
Yeah, I think it's important, like, to really have that drive. Which is like something. This is like actually the longest break I took from streaming TFT. I don't think I've streamed it in 6 days.
How's it feel?
It feels good. Like, I think this is actually the longest vacation I've taken in 5 years.
And does it feel like, do you actually feel like the release of like obligation, like you feel relaxed? Or
I
do you feel
actually,
anxiety?
this is also the first time I felt relaxed.
Okay, that's good.
Because I do feel like, I mean, I'm going to stream TFT tomorrow morning for like the first time in like a week. I streamed like the haircut and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I haven't been streaming at all. But I don't feel like anxious. I'm just like,
You don't feel like you're gonna lose half your viewers when you start your stream tomorrow?
yeah, I don't think I will. Like,
Well,
I think they'll be there.
We'll make sure we do.
Yeah.
pretty
We're going to
sure.
start 30 minutes before you stream. We're going to stream TFT. The title's going to be stealing Emily Wang's viewers.
Oh my God. But yeah, so hopefully they're all there. I don't know. Like, maybe if you don't stream TFT for a week, everyone's gone.
That's not how TFT
That's
works.
not
I don't think that's how it works, yeah.
Especially with Soju being like,
Well, Soju takes a month off every 4 months.
So Soju's definitely like a guy who like everyone gets bored of TFT at some point.
Mhm.
When he gets bored, he just doesn't stream.
He's just out.
Where a lot of people do different games. Like I'll do different games. He is like he'll take the huge viewership and then like 2.5 months in, I'm out, guys, and you will never see him again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just plays games offline for fun. And I think that's like a great way to do things.
Good balance.
Because he comes back a month and a half later and his viewership's exact same.
Yeah. I mean, people are just waiting for Soju to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
essentially.
Soju waiting room.
Yeah. That's why you can do that when you're at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, speaking of us bottom dwellers, we have a gift for you.
A gift?
Yes. We try to get a gift for every one of our guests that comes in, and we thought we could merge two of our favorite things.
Pokemon?
Yes, we got you the Pokemon Adventures Volumes 1 through 6
my
manga.
God.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't even know there was Pokemon manga.
Yeah.
This is, I think, the original manga
It
for
is.
Pokemon.
It is the original.
Oh, I'm actually
1
so
through
excited
7.
to read this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've never seen Pokemon manga before. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I just want to say
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited.
Well, at first I was going to only give it to you if you gave me my cards, but like I just had to come to terms with the fact that that's not
happening.
Yeah.
I'll get them to you the next time I see you, Peter. Don't
Be honest,
worry
be honest
about
with
it.
me. Be honest with me. Do
She's-
you even remember what cards you opened for me?
No.
It
It was
you have like a separate pile, like that's my cards.
no, because your cards were so bad, Peter. Like, I don't think you got anything worth more than $1, so I don't remember.
I remember I got an EX Evolution, and those are worth at least $4.
Oh.
She doesn't consider $4 money. As a streamer nowadays, she makes so much money.
$4?
She does a money spread the house every day.
She takes like if someone hands her $5 in cash,
She
she
spits
just
on it.
throws it in the ground.
She does.
Yeah, no. I mean, I what can I say? It's nothing. I'm just kidding,
Yeah.
guys. I do not do that.
Must be nice.
$5 is $5, okay? That's a sub. That's very important.
It's actually you're missing $6 for a sub.
Oh, it's
so.
$6 for a sub now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you kind of make like 50%, like 70, so you're
Yeah.
only making like $4.
Yeah, so the lesson to take away from here is
For-
stop subbing to streamers. They hardly get any of the money anyway.
That's crazy.
Okay, we get 70%. We get 70%. That's
Some
pretty
of
good.
us get 70%.
No,
do
buy
you guys
yourself
not
buy
get
yourself
70?
something nice.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you guys not get 70%?
I do.
Do you not?
I probably do.
I'm just not trying to get people to sub to you. So
Yeah.
Guys, sub to me, please.
No.
remember, she takes that money in the garbage. Throws it
Absolutely.
straight into the garbage.
She treats her viewers better than she treats her friends.
It's true. I do too, actually.
I hear you treat your viewers really well. Like,
He
you do
does.
a lot of
Who?
You have like all the wow stuff that you do with them. You have like movie nights, right? You have
You guys
like
don't do movie nights?
I did
I-
for a bit, but then I started scamming.
I want to keep.
Wow, are those things related?
No, I started scamming movie nights.
So you just not be there.
No, I just like didn't do them anymore.
I keep my relationship with my viewers like this, and a lot of the reason is because like back when I wanted to build a community, Discord was coming out, and I had like a Discord community of like several thousand growing, stuff like that. One of the mods I had that got hacked. His accounts got hacked, banned everyone in the server, and I was just so mad. I just fucking gave up.
Wait, I heard about that.
It was actually crazy. Like the mod was only given the admin access because he wanted the music bot. So the music bot was the account that got hacked, and literally just killed my entire server. I'm just like, I'm never gonna fucking do this again.
Well, actually, I also used to be more like community focused. I would like do movie nights, and then I would also raffle away a coaching session live on stream every weekend.
A coaching session?
Yes,
With
to
the
2
Emily
people.
Wang? Okay.
And I did that for 2 weeks, and the people who won, every single person became crazy after the coaching session. One of them started DMing me on like every single platform possible about how much he loves me and really wants like a chance to get to know each other, like across a lot of platforms.
Did you give him a chance?
No. And then another one wanted me to help with like his private business and to like help promote it, and would send me like literally like essays about it, and to like, and I think he thought we were like friends or like close after that one coaching session or something. Cause then he would be like, why aren't you helping me? Like, you know, I thought we were like something, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, wow, these people get like that parasocial after one coaching session, and I stopped doing them.
Do you think that there's a smaller chance that they'll become weird if they're women? Like, we're all the weirdos guys.
Okay, no, I think women, it might actually be the same, because I had this also this really weirdo woman who I don't know why she became like part of the community, right? And then she started,
okay,
or like she became a more noticed part of the community, I guess. And I think because of that, and they also did art, they like thought that they were entitled to like attention and to like me doing what they wanted. So for example, they would like draw an email and be like, hey, like I drew this for you. Can you use it? And like sometimes I'd say no, because like I don't have slots, right? And like a lot of my emote slots, like
sometimes you don't want it.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't want it because I think it's not good. And like I think a lot of them also just honestly like weren't very good.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd be like, use it. And I'm like, oh no, like I don't think so. Like all my slots are filled. And they would get really consistently passive aggressive. Like every time I said no to like what they wanted, until eventually I was just like, you need to stop, or like I'm gonna ban you. And then they left on their own accord. But like it's like I feel like it's not just men that have been parasocial. Like there's been women too.
Do you think it's a you problem?
Yeah, maybe it's a you problem.
Is it me?
I think it might be
I think
you.
like total I've had like maybe like 5 of these across like the last 4 or 5 years. Like I don't think it's that many.
I guess it's not that much.
Have you ever had any psychotic parasocial viewers?
Probably, but like not, maybe only like 1 or 2. It's like it's so few. I think for guy streamers it's a lot less, because like I don't know, all the girl streamers I know have like stalkers and have like crazy fans. Like and the guy viewers, generally speaking, don't have it as bad unless your name is Toast. Like unless you get to like a certain level of fame. I think once you get to like the really high amounts, like Hassan, he probably has some crazy.
Oh yeah, he has.
He for sure has crazy.
Yeah. On both ends, like supporting him and not. So
I guess we should count our blessings.
Yeah. Have you not had any? Like at all?
Well, no, I've had psychotic people, but only because I'm related, or like there's some sort of affiliation to the main person that they're being psychotic to. For example, like Kimmy. Like Kimmy has a psychotic stalker that would like batch email message everyone and say the most insane shit.
Yeah.
And like I was just like part of like the collateral damage, you know? So like
okay.
I don't know if I've ever had any like personal people. I mean, I've had like one-offs of people like threatening to like murder me and shit, but like, you know, like
that happens.
That happens. So it wasn't like a consistent. I never had like a consistent over the years like psychotic behavior, and I'm not inviting it now. So please don't see that as an invitation. But yeah, so far not so bad.
Yeah, I think all of. I mean, I don't think I had it that bad either. Like considering some other stories I heard, so I'm pretty lucky. Don't start.
My friend, like, yeah, the friend group that me and Peter were a part of had some crazies.
Yeah,
but
I can see. I mean,
mainly toward the female streamers. I think the guy streamers were just I've never have it as bad.
Yeah,
I'm not envious about the stalking. Like even Kimmy's stalker wrote a 100-page manifesto, and had all of our friends as sub points in that manifesto. Made it public. It was a funny read, but like the guy was psychotic.
Yeah, I mean,
he called himself an 8th level Jedi. Mind Jedi,
some kind of emperor of magic, something like mind powers. He just says he's gonna reverse the blood flow in our veins to kill us.
That sounds kind of awesome.
And I was just like,
shit, this guy's fucking,
you know, that's crazy. Well, anyway, what a fun note to end on for this podcast. Emily, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you taking away your precious.
Oh, we're not snipping our hair?
Oh, that's for bonus content.
Oh.
So yeah, if you want to be a YouTube member, make sure to subscribe. We appreciate the support, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. It was actually really fun.
Great.
Like,
yay.
Until next time.
Until next time.